Yes, welcome to UG Diaspora TV. My name is Anisha J. Nams. We are blessed with the presence of some of the members of the Ugandan Islamic community. Welcome, my people. Banange, Sansenyo Balaba, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Samwe yanjulira abatulaba.
Amanya gange, my name is Sumaya Moguluma. Mpangalira Belerica right now. Yeah.
Amanya gange is Musa Msinguzi, member of the Uganda Muslim Community, Pangalira Walther.
I'm really glad to host you guys. It's a pleasure of mine, most especially Mwami Moses. And for the reason, not that I'm not happy to host him, Charles, I am, but
Yes.
Mwami Moses, I want to thank you, and I'm glad to know I've gotten a chance to thank you right here on TV Ngabantubala. But give you your flowers where people are seeing. There was a situation that happened with me, and everybody was asking, everybody wants to know, you know. But he just sent me a message. I don't know if you called me or he just sent me a message and said thank you. Without even knowing what transpired, what happened, he just thanked me. He's like, thank you for serving. And that uplifted me. And I truly, truly appreciated that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Anisha.
Yes. So let's start the show off. Banange, I'm so excited. Tuni makatiga Ramadan. Mujisanze muti. How is it?
Ramadan tebadde mbina yeno weekend pisemu. Every time it gets to 2 o'clock, I'm dying. I can't think anymore. But alhamdulillah.
Ramadan has been nice. It's time to reflect. It's time to ask for forgiveness. It's time to pray. It's time to read the Quran, you know. Alhamdulillah, I thank God to give me a chance to fast this Ramadan, because you don't know what happens next year.
That's true.
So it's a gift from the Almighty God, and I'm grateful, and we are grateful.
That's good.
Yes.
So as what you guys told me about the new about the astrological, how it is right now, like mukama ala yatonge dokutuyamba na tuwa magezi astrologically, now you can predict when it is going to be. Tulinde no calling or na kola te post no gamba so kolinde ko it's the other day. You want to also prepare for your guests, but you don't know whether to prepare or not prepare because you don't know what day. But you were telling me that right now Muslim Pro and all the all the other apps that follow astrology, they're on point, right?
I believe so. In the past 3 years, I haven't seen, at least I always follow Muslim Pro and it's accurate. For the past years, I can't recall how many. So every time I see it there, it's always it. And it must be the astronomy and the advancement in the technology.
Yes, Anisha, if you realize the first word in Islam was Iqra, read. So with read, you must make research, you must read more books. As you realize, as time goes on each and every year, research is being made, and there's artificial intelligence, and new technology is being advanced. So the dates are becoming more easier to get and predict.
People have this belief in our Siram. Kwegamba tebawagira nnyo baana baabwe kusoma, naye kati tulabe nti abaana tulina basindika basome. Si bye biri ebintu by'edda nti omwana omusiraamu tasoma tulina bulinzi lwawasala netulya pira, alright? Anyway, so speaking of that, I'm excited. You guys have always done a great job preparing it, and I always look forward to that. Mutu wa feeling ye Uganda lakati buli idwebe jamba mainina bentunula manida gondi messages amuzije ntegere tugenda kusalira what's going to happen. So this time I'm really excited, and please tell us what are the arrangements and we know this time what should we look forward to.
I will let my colleague answer that.
This year it's going to be a new whole experience. It's going to be better and beautiful. We shall all meet and pray and break our fast. This year it will all be about celebrating the Eid al-Fitr, meeting each other, and joy making.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's going to be different? Because every time it's a different location. So what are what different preparations do you have for us this time?
This year it's about the feel. It's about the experience.
Okay.
It's about feeling Eid. It's about rejoicing.
Okay.
It's about being Ugandan and being a Muslim and being human.
Okay.
With all what we've gone through, the winter, it's been very cold.
It's been
the
brutal.
elections.
Yeah.
But Alhamdulillah, Allah has brought the Ramadan. It's been joyous, it's been beautiful. So it's going to be a new experience. And we all invite everyone.
Okay.
The whole Ugandan community baje tusalire wamu tujaguze wamu tulire wamu.
So Omanye, like, do you have the venue yet?
Yes, venue so far we predict to be on Sunday. It will be 75 Church Hill.
Okay.
Church Street also. Yeah.
Okay.
Kusomerao.
Okay. And so any contributions, like what would you like people to contribute? I mean do you have a budget? Should people just bring money or should people cook? What, how can we support? As a Muslim, supporting it, and also the Muslims out there, the non-Muslims out there who are well-wishers, what can they do to support this to go smoothly, your organization to go smoothly, your preparations?
Yeah, the organizing committee has a budget of approximately $8,000, which include the hall, the media, the entertainment, the public address system, the food, and everything inclusive.
Okay.
And the list is going through. You can always donate towards we have a treasurer, Farida. She's always receiving the money on her Cash App number. And we welcome the whole community to come and celebrate with us, because we're all one, we're all human beings, and we would like to be together and united.
Bane muwulidde abaleetala tekuluma ku idi tonkubiranisha wafumbye tonkula nti nafumbe sigenda nfumba nange nakuba ku muzikiti, so please buli adde ayagala nfumbe mujje tugende ku muzikiti tulye. Wabayo omuntu ng'adde ayagala kufumba nga ye amanyi yekakasa piraawo we naye agireete. So anything is welcome, and please come, let's share. So anything ati tulinatambula, is there anything else Joega was sharing about the Eid day? What some other prayers?
The prayers will begin from 9:30 to 10. Okay. Then from there we interact and have a meal together. The kids will have a chance to go to the field and play. They'll gig around. They'll have ice cream. They'll have their pizzas. There'll be photo short sessions by Mr. Moses.
Yeah.
It will be a beautiful day, and the weather will be bright and sunny.
Yes.
And it's one of those days where we meet. We work hard. We are the winter. We work hard. Just come and have that feel of home, and because we're all one community, we're brothers and sisters.
That's true. Yeah. Speaking of ice cream, last Eid I had some ice cream. I'm wondering where I can get that ice cream.
I actually got it, right?
It was so...
It was Sumaya who bought it.
I got it from Costco.
What?
I got it from Costco.
At first I thought it was a cheese stick.
Yeah.
And then told me, no, it's not a cheese stick, it's ice from Costco.
I got it from Costco. But I went back to get more. They weren't there. Yes, they must either sell out very fast, but they were delicious.
It was so good. So good. So thank you very, very much, Sumaya. Just in case you ever go to Costco and it's there, please.
Please, yes.
Call her sister, let her know so I can come in. And okay. So Sumaya, now let's move on to the other thing. Idvane mutegede njala tebaluma temunkubira esimu tanisha
baje basale bonna buli mu Uganda yenna buli musiraamu tali musiraamu
natali musiraamu asala
ya tuwaniriza mwenna mujje tukwatire wamu
mbaliye naye tebajja kusala
Bajje, we have enough space, we have enough everything.
So Bambi, let's all congregate together, let's have a good feeling. Go etwaling Uganda nenga idi buli omwa tegera idi buli omwa yambala sharia ne Susan yambala sharia Henry ne Tom buli omwa yambala sharia, so it's going to be the same thing. Thank you. So Sumaya, I would like to thank you very, very much. Because I had you're handling a project. Those are my words. But now that I see Chomshara Wali, I strongly believe this time we are going to conquer. Please introduce the project, Joliko.
Wow. That was I'm still stunned with the introduction. how projects, Islamic Center project. I'm not handling it, you know. I'm just a community member that is very passionate about getting a community center, a place for our kids to integrate, a place for our kids to learn their culture. I don't have any hopes of going back home or what, so I'm very passionate about having a Uganda here and knowing that my kids will find their lineage, a place that they feel like, okay, I can still connect home. And just not the kids, I'm sure a lot of people in our families, they would wish for that.
Yes.
Also a place that from Uganda here, for assistance. Other people have it, other communities, Katingava, Jew, like a lot of people have, other communities have it, and I feel like that is something that we have been working on as a community for years. I've been in this community for 11 years now, but Okuva, when I stepped in, that was 2014. There were people running towards this goal, so it's a goal for everyone. That's it's like a really oduka kodose no kwasomula no duka kodose no kwasomula. So right now waliwo committee eriko community abasilamu bajironda last year, and the committee it's the operating committee, but it's just to guide us to Chiroto, Echabanji, and I happen to be a part of it. So committee, it's about 9 people, so I'm just a part of the 9 people, just to guide, to see tukubaganya ebirowozo okulabanga kino ekintu kye tubadde tukolera all these years we actually achieve it.
Okay, so with you on it Ngabwe, by the time when you were joining that you have a reason as to why you know there is an impact just for Korango. So what are those impacts that you hope for or you want to do or change, any changes that you would look forward to making?
Let me say, I have served before in a different organization as a treasurer, and that is how because the project every running all the years, but when we Walu committee generally in the youth group as a treasurer, then we thought, okay, project every running and COVID so we felt like from COVID it has been dormant and we wanted to renew it. So that is how it started. My why has always been, why not?
Exactly.
Like, why not? We can have this. I do not put a price to it, and I believe as long as people are dedicated, there is no price we cannot beat.
Okay.
Why not have a place of our own? Why not have a place that different locations? Why not have a place that we know why not have a place that we can go every week? Or halax or kusoma, a place we also look preaching like in our, like for Juma, they can preach in our religion. Because trust me, yiri mujo wide moluzungu ya ukana neya fetch too. It hits home better.
It really does. It really does. I've seen people and I've had people who will say it, Nzwana invoka neve champs for names just to water, because right now like in hotel bagani bajabu ziwani okuuliriza okuuliriza kugamba kutuba y'omulusiramu y'omuluganda okuwulira ng'omuntu we wamwe yalidinze swala kugamba nawe nga wogamba it really hits different ekigambo kiwulira ddala naye bakyogera mu luzungu oyinza okutakitegeera bulungi naye bakyogera ne ba examples ewaffe. It really does hit different. So one thing I should have asked maybe in the beginning, like what's the Muslim community? This
community center project.
No, and also so you're just for the Muslim center, the community center, right? Okay, not representing about Muslim youth, about the Muslim community.
No.
Okay. Which one are you part of, Mwami Moses?
No, we are both from the Uganda Muslim Community.
Okay.
But as per now, she's specialized on the community center.
So what are the challenges have you faced so far?
So far, the biggest challenge, I think, ebya mukuwayo kw'abasiraamu. Ever since we started this, I think right now we now $270,000. That is from
275.
270. This one Zibala from before I came, like Zibala Son until now. So in the past 3 years, Koyonge Deco 170. So there's 100,000 that was there pre-COVID. Then the momentum nebula due to COVID. Katwetwajukomyao for these years, we've made for the 3 years it's $170,000. It's good money.
So have you seen the money? Because already Rugambo luyitingana. Mbusente waraba soka bagenda nazo. Simanya no yaddako naye n'agenda nazo. Naye kati nga gwe treasurer affe gwe tugenda okwesiga kwanza me I'm going to vouch for you. I'm going to vouch for you. Weziri. So tubakakkanyi nti weziri.
Weziri.
Wazirabyeko.
One, yeah, city treasurer. Right now I'm not in the treasurer position.
Okay, now you're on the committee.
Yes, I am on the committee and I also happen to see what's on the account.
So kati twagala okumanya, because I've not been to so many organizations the Muslims ones, even if I should be. Nekuzembadde Kenton ng'abantu bawaayo sente mpera abantu era olumu nalinde okukola n'intano okutya kubanga atwali mu 15 mutwalo gumu 15 mutwalo kugamba just that one day twabanga when you total the pledges and I think the money collected, it would equate to 100,000 more. So zabulira wakati awo pledges zabagagaba.
So pledges I don't want to quote me, but we have over 150,000 in pledges.
Wow.
In pledges. So these are people abasiramu ngaffe abeyama okwayo sente, and that money was supposed to be given in that year. Nepa kati tetunazifuna. People have different reasons.
True.
People have different hustles.
True.
Oba bambarala oba abala kuyinza okubanga beesikamu olwagamba kati nga ogambye bali abasitwala bali basitwala ng'ekyo kimala omuntu okwesikamu.
That's true, yeah. Batamuze nga mbo tukirekerawo ekyo tukiveeko.
This is what I think. Tosobola kulekerawo lugambo. But as Muslims, we have to inokwekuba mutima and realize what are you working for and what is your goal. Wobanga dalwayo mu Busiraamu. I don't care what the other person is doing, because sente ngenda steka kwa account ya Busiraamu. And I will nzenganza, that is me nga Sumaya. I would look at myself in the heart and like, okay, mpera yo Busiraamu for this project. Ngenda kwata sente steke kwa account yo Busiraamu. Sigenda kujja kubuuza ono sente zange ziriwa, because nziwaddewa mu Busiraamu. Simanyi nnyo Qur'an kugivuunula, but I know there is a phrase that says why you like blindly give tononooza. Sente, there've been a lot of people talking and all that, but I confirm to you, accounts emitwalo 27 yowera. Account ya Muslim youth kuliko emitwalo 17. Account ya NUMS kuliko emitwalo 10.
NUMS church.
NUMS is New England. Beba manga bafe. Beba soka this. They started out this project. And they were running it until COVID hit and it came down, and then Muslim youth, by then I was the treasurer. That is when we came on board. But all the accounts are active, all the accounts have money. Right now they're going to $270,000. So Sente JZD, the biggest ombuzi out is hindrances zenfunye. Single bunene empire y'abasiraamu. Empire y'abasiraamu sinyangu. Bakuweweeta.
Ngade batuwade tuwayo sente banange.
Si nyangu kale. Either tweka tukwatagana nnyo oba I mean I can come and say ngena kuwa omutwalo ngena kuwa zino and
no chimula mushigamba.
Exactly. Nekirala ekintu ekitaliko time period. If I tell you ngena kuwa omutwalo, I haven't told you when. until I put a time period on it, or you as a server puts a time period on it, kati now that goes back to us. Ogenda kumpa ogenda kumpa. Once I put a time stamp, then I know I have to follow up until I get it. Or 10 step we tweet out, then I'm like, okay, it's between you and Allah. But abasiramu kyensinza okuba the hindrance kuwayo si kulungi atenga I believe we have the potential.
Okay.
Tukola emirimu sente tusikola, but we choose where to put it.
So how do you plan to fix that situation? Taba pledging, bana asina ama pledging amuli banji muchulidde naye abaleta tuli batono amuli batono. So pledges, in short, pledges mugenda kolera ky'abantu tebafune bwoni bakita bati ntondo ngambagame nti mu pledging nnyo muwe choina kati. Maybe you should encourage the habit of people should just give, instead of pledging kyebawulira mu mutima kyasa okwaffording, let them give what they can at the moment.
Okay, I think strategy affair, we do have a system that is organized, that does direct deposits. Go to sasula rent, go to sasula car bills, insurance bills. If you have a $10,000 pledge, nga toina tosola G2 like in a check at once, then we can set you up for direct deposits. It's your choice. Or yagala how much every month, or every week. Nze I'm on a weekly, zivako every weekly. So it depends on someone. Or yagala weekly, or yagala every 2 weeks. So that is the system that I think people should buy. Tugenda kugezako kujibatunza. As long as untayino kugira sente mo pockets, it gets hard. Also life gets hard for everyone.
It definitely does, yeah.
But, I think that if we encourage that, that should help to collect as much pledges as we can.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea anyway. Wogamba bocho. So wogamba bocho cha want whatever direct deposit. Tenese to kurumani ezo kwa tozira bakozi viable no kana mu account ngazikendede. So that's a good way. Is there any other challenges mu facing, or any other way mulaba this is how you may get the money? Atuba complaining anyo tibane brogera mu lukungana lw'abasira basoloza sente wabati bakutuwadde musajja basaba sente
zo tuzisaba tetujja kwegana, but we live off donations. As wetwanga tetuna achievinga kifo ekyaffe tugenda saba.
Okay.
The only way, if we have our own place, then we're going to have means to generate revenue out of there.
Okay.
To sort of take our into Muchifo to generate revenue, then we will reduce on Kosawa.
Do you have any plan, Chifo Chemulaba, want to know, like any potential places that you have right now that you're looking at? If we have this amount of money, we can go right now to this plot, we can go right now and buy this building. Atenechira mwagala kuzimba from ground up, oba mwagala kugula chizimbe.
Right now, all options are open. However, it came into the market towards the end of last year. It is still on market, so we still have a chance.
Okay.
It's $2.5 million.
Ooh.
So when we did the math, we have to pull up a down payment of $800,000.
Okay.
So it's because the money that we get from you and the actual money that we need they do not tally. So probably we need to change the strategy, or we have to get the community open to further places, because another hindrance that we've seen when we get like places that are potential, really outside our comfort zone of communities, the community is not buying in it, and at the end of the day we are working for them, like it's there. So we either need to broaden, because a lot of times tugambye for chiliwala chokola bichi nenga je tubeera tupangisa.
That's true, but at the end of the day, I think their argument in Jidaba, because potentially one place I had was Shirley, and I understand that's a good thing, H4 chili available. However, temagala gula chifonti temujja kubeerayo kwange emikolo emeka gye mwali mutute Shirley. Maybe you should just try the mugamba nti leero idi tugitute Shirley mulabe how many people will respond to that and for how long will people respond to that. In nature lanti, how open are the people of Shali receiving immigrants or even Muslims? I'm not saying but it's also something that's worth looking around, knowing how accepted the community is.
I think we need to go back to strategize. What do we want? Are you looking for a mosque? Are you looking for a center?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not just either, right?
Sure.
And it's
Sure.
Wherever you put a community center,
Mm-hmm.
It's not just for community in Uganda.
Mm-hmm.
It is a chance to spread Islam.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a green area,
Mm-hmm.
you're actually spreading Islam, which who wouldn't want that opportunity? That is one. Two, you're spreading your culture to the whole community.
Sure, but why would you want us to kukunganya since kusonda send at the end? From where the majority of Ugandans are.
Kati awo tubasabira mwongeze mu kasente. Sente zemutuwa jezitusindika.
Kituufu bane beekubidde omulanga babagambye reasons lwaki as of now tubadde tuli bangi nange nga mwene mbuza nenga tusonze muzikiti nenga tetugulaba bane babawadde reason na accountability babagambye the down payment that they need ne sente zetuwaayo. The math is not mathing, so let's math the math so that we can get a center that's at least closest to us, close to all of us around here,
One thing that I want to say, yenna atulaba.
Mm-hmm.
In life we choose our struggles, we choose our paths. Nga abantu tubeera with personal struggles, but we choose where to invest our time, where to invest our resources.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a choice. I can say, basaba nnyo. Nenga every week, mpereza $1 ebisatu e Kampala. Nzimba, or I'm doing something, a project, or I go to vacation 3 times a year. Nenga wenzija mu Busiraamu mbawa $5. Era nga ngenda babuuza sente eriwa ku $5 ate nga mujagala konkodde, mujagala Waltham. Okitegeera? So we need to be real to ourselves.
And at the same time, you guys have to be real too. You want a down payment of 800,000, right? Tuliba make up in Uganda, and how many people can afford the amount of money that you guys have? Sometimes reality. Now you have to look at the reality of things. What your expectations are, and what the reality of your community is. For Ugandans to raise $2 million in, for example, right now we want it in like next year. But do you really think to get a million bidi?
A million bidi kasita
Kalwa mtwalo chinana. Actually tuba tusigaza because muina kezi mkai hatugaye mtwalo 5 mu mwaka bomu.
Sente muzisobola.
Amina.
It is a choice. I believe in you.
It's all about believing. It's all about believing.
Tuwaina.
Yes.
Sente muzisobola. And one thing with dala ebintu by'obusiramu oba ebya community, there are choices of, okay, we can go out of the community and see, but you don't want to go out of the community nga mwenga community temunywedde, so mwino kunyweza before you bring in other things. However, there are a lot of options. A lot of people have talked about that. So
there are so many, there are different ways. Yes, they are. So I'm also wondering, we want to first keep it within the community. However, there are also other ways that there's so many grants, community grants. Have you guys tried to tap into the community grants that are out there? Waltham has a community grant. So many towns, the cities that we live in, by now community grants. There are so many grants out there that are available. So have you guys tried to tap into those grants before putting this whole amount onto the community? Already names will be interviewed.
Okay, thank you. One about the amount, we did have a meeting. I think I'm not sure of the dates, but it was beginning. In the beginning of the year, we did have a meeting where we called people. It was in Waltham. The operating committee, projects. Community. Abantu abaja ne bajja ne tubabuuza like questions nga twagala okumanya exactly banga twaba bye batutuma okukola tebitaalingana resources zebatuwa kakati we got a lot of options from them. So those are things that we would want to look at, but right now tuchatunulidde kiri kubanga kyaliwo in the table, but we were given different options that we are going to start looking to pursue, and inshallah something will come out of it.
That's good. And I'm really grateful, and I would like to thank you guys who offer your time, offer your commitment to serve the community. Abantu bamera ne balooza banange kyangu oba Sumaya alina obudde bungi, Sumaya alina ssente, Sumaya Baraka yamukolera, ne tubasalako ekigambo, bamoze Sumaya ne tubasalako ekigambo. But we really do appreciate all of you who give your time to the community. Byemutukolera bingi tusima. Yes, wano ngenda babuuza ebya ssente, nja babuuza eby'omuzikiti. Quite that's what people really want to know, and it's good that we can get the answers from you. Ne muswaza n'abasala ekigambo. That's the only reason why I'm asking you, but I'm really appreciative. Ntino namwe ba youth movement mugamba nedda katukoleyo Muslim youth. Katutegeke Idi. You know, I think mujiteka class mwajaone ekigambo symposium. It was really beautiful to sit in Onafe. We have activities. Olumu twegomba other religions ezikola different activities nekandi banange. Fetuna, you know, nayo ogenda okanga temuleseyo symposium, muleseyo chi. I really want to give credit to the Islamic community, the new generation. Because at the end of the day, yes, twagala nnyo following you know what Bashebe bagamba and everything. Not that temubi following, but at the end of the day, movements change. You know, abantu bakyuka. So the generation that's coming up, see a generation yemjogenda okutuuzanga emiziki twetwabeeranga okwegamba ebintu bye twakolanga Uganda oba edda. Now I love that you guys are moving with the generation. You're incorporating what's going to attract the young generation, but still ngena musigadde ku dini. Halaka ze mutegeka bane. Tell me about halaka. Kwa abatamanyi halaka mpulira halaka zagenda kufuna basajja. Halaka za kino. So tell people.
Halak is like bi-weekly darasa. It keeps our community together. America and Zibo ngatwena source of belonging.
That's true.
And those things are important because they give you a sense of belonging to preaching a mulingwe to single kutegera. We mix. Recently Halak's Kati, they are also focusing on kids because abana be young.
Yes.
So
that's really nice.
They are also teaching the kids, but Baba Somiso Swala, they are not only catering to us, nekatibali mukola. It's still a challenge because we are in the same space. So that goes back to us finding our own place. Yes. And then you know mwinamu rooms abana basomereyo abakulu basomereyo, that would be a beautiful thing to achieve. But it's all about kwejukanya dini. It keeps you in line. I've seen a lot of people that no get astray, you know, what was sokera, and you get back on the right foot. So I think Musa would be the best person to talk about Halaks.
Halaks have spent 9 years running bi-weekly. It's a beautiful experience. I really love them because after Saturday we all go and meet. We have very knowledgeable sheikhs, and the members who come and attend, they become family. The young kids who come, their laughters and giggles, but one of two. And now buiga okusala, they imitate and they learn. And it's become a family through the halaka. We become a team, we become a family, and it's growing into the community center. You know, the Uganda Muslim community is such in portions. Between a Muslim community support our kadde waffe, muntu wafa, bebachukwasaganya. Then when Juma Uganda, New England, bo bakwasaganya Juma and Tarawe. Then halaka bi-weekly okusonda abavubuka bonna. By every 2 weeks we go and meet. Netusoma edini, netwiga okusala, we interact, we share a meal. It's so beautiful in that we have very many sheikhs who are knowledgeable. It's how do I bring it out? Chiamba, the stress will come after 2 weeks, no get halaka. Stress in the kakana. even you there's also a good meal.
Yeah.
Nemedebera nungi alhamdulillah. Nemusaga muko nemusalira wamu. Noba ngono munyigide nemusala muhala ka busungu bukakana nga twesomya atugenda maaso kituufu.
No, definitely we do need this naddala ku mawanga kuno bannange so sayinza okuttira nga tulina support naye here in Tindo ne Muslims we have that kind of support kubanga oba tomanyi kitu expect sometimes oba okyayo nogananga oba lwakuba simanyi kusaala oba simanyi kugera Lwarabu, maybe I may not be welcome, but to hear you guys talk about it and saying everyone is welcome and it, you know, and also how it's just socialization. You know, yeah, that's really good.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, and more so, and the halakha has helped build capacity and continuity for the Muslim community. After 2 years, bakole elections, then you know Sumaya Sobola, Sumaya Baba Sobola, and community center.
Oh, that's good.
So it has built capacity. So that has been process of the community center building capacity each and every 2 years. Musaze akoza atakoze bulunja at the body. Onakoze bulunja na agende maso. So that's how it has helped build capacity. Paka draft na community center.
That is an awesome way to look at it. We have a different perspective, but I think the only people who should be talking about things I think today because we don't have the true information about that. And yeah, you guys should keep that going. Everybody needs that support. Yeah. And it's good to hear until is life. Na coming to halaka, it brings you back and like no, there is no entrance, there is no exit. Why your entrance fee?
Everyone is welcome. It's free.
Free. It's free. You're going to eat. Oh, you're going to get a good meal. You're going to get support. There is nothing better than that support whereby, you know, communal support is really good. Seeing people in your corner is really good and it's free of charge. And that's often you know what I mean?
Not even that.
Yes.
So what is wrong with meeting? Allah about Saturday, alhamdulillah. But you don't have to get your spouse there. And no one tell you again that for singer. Chilinga when I'm going to relate it to work. There's a job that I was, but we're all young nurses. That is what is expected.
That's true. That's true. No, I really want to thank you very much for giving us a chance and great insight the Muslim community, because people have a biased, some people, not all, not just that biased thought about it. People think that the Muslim community is so closed in. Muso sola abasilamu muso sola abasomera wabatagenda masoro g'abasilamu atakula family z'abasilamu ata you know I mean to wear with you please njagala bive mu horse's mouth mumwe mubanyonyole abatuwuliriza people who are doubtful who want to come they don't know how to start for example njagala joining other Muslim community where do I start from?
I'm going to give you the Chemani. I think the most inclusive place that I know is halak.
Okay.
Come for that bi-weekly halaks. Very non-judgmental. You're going to make friends.
Okay.
We will appreciate you the way you are, and we will to jakula because we are all a work in progress. Fena to jakula fena, and we will get wherever that we all personally want to be. But the first place that I would send anyone would be halak. Get in contact with that is the place that Yoktanikiwa.
Yes.
Very non-judgmental.
Thank you very, very much. And yes, thank you very much for coming. So is there anything that you would like to share with our audience, the people who are listening? Anything you want to rectify or, you know?
On my part, it's a cry out to the people abali wabweru so abali abatuuliriza, I'm crying out to everyone that ayina chairman chawulira kyasobola okwongera ku Busiraamu. It could be a skill. Please join in. Nyongera okubiriza abakyala. Twetaaga abakyala. We need more women in leadership. There is that gap and we need to fill it. We do a lot. Abami, they are very amazing. But I've seen most organizations that have more women, they run milestones. We need you. We need you to run the milestone. We need you to get to the community center. We need you to grow our community. Abachala, muveyo, mujje tukole.
Abachala muwulidde. Mulaba America weli tebalonda mucha. Those are my words, personal words. Nayenga, yes, balange. Twayanziza, Nyonyo, thank you very much for blessing our studios. Thank you for coming, Mami. Moses, thank you for being here. Mchala Sumaya, I cannot say, I don't know what to say, but I'm really, really impressed. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for having that touch of leadership, and I hope people had your cry. More of the women will come into the leadership positions, and I hope I'm contributing. Pledges event on never nice. Sente bazeta gamolide tulekera no kusasanya ekigambo nti sente ziriwo omukyala tugambye sente weziri. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure having the two of you.